For the battle, I duct tape a spy camera to a cardboard mount on my wrist.
Do that? Is the camera thing up his down his sleeve there? That is MacGyver-esque.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Run, you bastard!
Suddenly, everything stops working. For some reason, my musket won't fire, and the duct tape, covered with my sweat, no longer holds the spy camera to my wrist. I decide to look for a good, dramatic way to die.
Last one!
So when you hear the term rally round the flag, that's what it means. That's where the man is supposed to be. Looking for that battle flag. That's the center of his line.
I've tried to learn more about the lives of 18th century redcoat privates, but haven't found many records of their personal reflections, perhaps because most couldn't read or write. No one really knows what their faces looked like either. There are lots of documents about the things they had to do and the things they did wrong, like court-martials for rape, theft, drunkenness, and gambling in the camps. There are songs about these things too. British Army records of the late 1700s show that most enlistees were poor villagers who'd migrated to English cities in search of the new factory jobs. When those who couldn't find work joined the army, they committed themselves for life. 3,000 miles from home, their comrades became their family.
What do you guys do with all this stuff?
This evening, some of the reenactors' children take the field.
Do you know what the chain of command is? It's the chain I beat you with until you realize who's in command. Get in line.
Sir, what are we going to do for casualties if anyone gets shot? If anyone's shot, the drummers will take care of it, right? We don't have any drummers left.
All right.
We're moving.
Boys, begin to advance slowly.
No! Hold ground! You have your orders!
No, I don't.
Shoot any traitor on sight!
Well, John's a traitor.
Never gonna win a war if we don't do anything.
I have a gun just like that, only the top's on it.
We will advance by rushes on my command.
Charge your bayonet!
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Yeah! Charge.
Today is October 13th, 2002. 2 days ago, the U.S. Senate passed a resolution that authorized President Bush to use military force in Iraq. I'd once done some work organizing and editing images for a war photographer. He'd spent 17 years seeking out cover shots for news magazines, and driving by the camp at night makes me think of the refugee centers in some of his photos. He photographed faces unlike any I'd seen before, vacant, gaunt, burdened by unspeakable pain. I categorized them as single or double, blurry or sharp, close-up or medium shot. The hand in the Iraqi desert was hard to file. It had been scorched black by a Desert Storm bomb blast and separated from its body. On the ring finger there was a wedding band, glistening in the sun. Beautiful, awful. It makes me think that my family had been lucky. That night, Carla and I stay in a nearby hotel and it rains. I tell the regiment that I have to protect my video equipment, but I'm glad not to be outside. My grandfather lived in a tent for 2 years during World War II, fixing airplanes in the North African desert, and he'd never been camping since. I turned 24.